Um, my parents never wanted me to join the army. In as much as my dad was a soldier, my elder brother, my uncle, my aunts, I think we have like 15 or 16 military personnel in my family, cousins, uncles, um, like close to 15 or 16, I think. So my parents never wanted me to join the army. Like it was becoming too much. My grandfather was a soldier, my father, then my brother, then me. So when I brought the idea that I want to join the army, at first it was the Navy, right? But I looked at it like, now my family, we don't really know anybody in the Navy. It's always army, 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 army. So I was like, okay, because I thought being a Navy personnel was better and less stressful. No disrespect to the Navy personnel, but I was looking at it like it was less stressful because growing up in the barrack, soldiers were, always active, not being at home and all those stuff. So I wanted to do something less stressful. So I realized that my family don't know people for Navy. So joining the army would be easy for me because my father was a clerk in the office. He was the chief clerk. So I felt like okay, it would be easy for me. So when I brought the idea, my father looked at me and said, hell no. No way. My other brother was more of like, okay. But me again, two of his sons, no way. He's not supporting that. My mom also. Then Boko Haram was hot. 212, 213, 214, Boko Haram was hot. So just even in the barrack that I grew up in, soldiers were like being unalived. You hear that so person don't buy for bush and for Meduguri, so person don't buy for Meduguri, so person don't become widow. This young soldier don't die. This one, that one. So it was crazy. My parents were like, no. And that period, once you finish training, boom, you're going to the battlefield. Once you finish your training, no experience, nothing, boom, you're going to fight. So, but then, that's morale is a very bad thing. My peers in the barracks, that was the only thing we knew. Being a soldier, you don't get to the people you look up to as soldiers. You don't get to see doctors and engineers and bankers and the rest. You wake up in the morning, soldiers. You go to school, soldiers. Everything is just army, 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 army. And looking at it like, at the age of 16, 17, 18, you start craving, independence. You want to be alone. Start working, receiving salary. And then we're looking at it like, 49,000, 50,000 are big money. You understand? So I bought the form without my parents' consent. I bought the form and I did everything on my own. I was doing odd jobs to get money to, handle stuffs. Then I told my parents that I want to go. When the screening was closed, the zonal screening, then it was in Enugu. So I told my aunt, my mom's sister, that please, I want to join the army. But my parents will not agree. They don't want me to be a soldier. So I will tell them that I'm coming to Abuja to spend some time with you to prepare for JAM. But I'm going to Enugu for my zonal screening. My aunt was like, okay. Like, no, she didn't argue, nothing, as if I used jazz. She said, okay. So I told my parents that I want to go to Abuja. Like, I want to leave the barrack. And do you know the crazy thing? Going to Abuja is still going to the barrack. Because, my aunt, she was staying with my uncle then. My uncle was a soldier in Abacha barrack. He was serving in Abacha barrack, but he was not around. So my aunt was staying in his house. So, like, if I want to travel for holiday, it's from one barrack to another. It's just all my life, it's army barrack. So you can't blame me for thinking that way. And you can't blame a lot of barrack boys for feeling like army is the dream. It's the dream life. So I went to zonal screening. I was scaling through without the help of my father. 3 kilometers, medical, everything I scaled through. Then the day for final list, they called my name and everything. Then they said we're going to depot the next day. That was when I told my parents that, boom, I'm not in Abuja, I'm in Enugu, we're going to depot for training. Boom, sent a text. Your mom, Mothers will always be mothers. My dad was pissed off. But immediately, my mom came to Enugu that same day, the day I sent that text. From Anambra State, she came to Enugu. It's not that far, like 4 or 5 hours or so. She came with, wrapper, 1 or 2 stuff. Like, she had no choice. But when she was going back, I was like, am I making the right decision? That was a striker. Am I making the right decision? But I was like, man, it's too late to go back. So when we entered Macapolo, direct to Kaduna, we're singing morale. Hey, we there go, just the morale was very high. The moment we got to Kaduna, like depots, Nigerian Army depots, changing cantonments, the logo, welcome to Depot NA, no going back. The whole bus, like the Macapolo, everybody became quiet and cold. The feeling was different. You just knew that you've entered the lion's den. Then we started, like from inside the Macapolo, we were seeing soldiers, the one that will welcome us with koboko, fan belts, different kind of things that we use to damage your back. Then I saw one of our barrack boys, one of my friend that joined the army before me. He was there, Timothy. I was like, thank God, Timothy. So the moment the Macapolo just paused, get down from that bus! Like, what is happening? We just came. Open the bus, like, wow. What did we do? You don't need to commit. Like, the beating don't start from bus already. Boom, pow, pow, pow. We are carrying your bag. We are hunching. What am I doing here? Timothy was like, Amy, you know that kind of stuff. Seeing our barrack boys. Then, our immediate seniors, they were still training. They've been training for like 2 months before we came. So, some of my friends that went before me for 71 intake, I saw them. They were no longer boys, they were men, looking black and dangerous. I saw Bashir, I saw Walcott, I saw, like, they were looking mean. These were my guys. Just that when I was in SS2, they were in SS3. They go to YEC, they joined the army. Then I was in SS3 then. So, but the difference, they were my immediate seniors, but they were still under training. They were still, recruits when we came. So I was looking at them like, these people are not people that I used to know. These are wounded lions. They were looking like they were angry, even though they were happy to see us. Like, guys now. They were like, let me offer you later come. Looking black, very black and dangerous. And I saw Bashir holding flag. He was flag bearer. They were marching. I was like, this place will turn me into this thing. The training don't enter body already. I was like, oh God. Welcome to depot. Then the hunching. Hey, from gate to parade ground, you will hunch with koboko. Boom, poof, poof. Bring out your phone. Boom, 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 boom. I just carried my phone and gave to Timothy, my guy. He was 70 intake. So we got to parade ground. State by state, other states will come, this state will come, this state will come, different people from different places. Then we start in parade ground, we were doing documentation. It was noisy. All of a sudden, we just saw one huge man walking. Everywhere became quiet. Who was that? Captain Dagger. He's a major now. Captain Dagger. I've known about Captain Dagger. I've known about him when I was in the barrack. Like our friends that have joined the army before us, we have videos of Captain Dagger. We've had stories about Captain Dagger, how brutal the man is. The man just came, looked at everybody, said, like he was counting us, and he did like this, and he's going to eat everybody. God, the cold way enter my body. The cold way enter my body. He didn't say anything. He just left. I told Striker that, bro, we are dead. Straight up. We won't make it out of this place alive. Like, we were sitting in the parade ground. That was when we saw our immediate seniors. They were going to arms store to sign rifle. Then I started seeing my barrack boys, my guys in the barracks, the one that came before me. Those guys were no joy. They were looking mean. They dealt the training don't enter body that they were, they've been molded into something else, looking black and dangerous. I was like, I made a mistake coming here. That was even the first, like, we never even start anything. I was already feeling like I made a mistake coming here. So before they shared us to different companies, right? They started doing documentation. Then another man came. That one, he was acting like a demon. Not like in a bad way. No, not like in a good way, in a bad way. He came and he asked, how many are you people? Say 2,500. Like the whole 36 states were there already. Say the whole of us were 2,500 recruits. And I said, 1,000 of you would die. And 1,000 of you will run away from training. That the strongest 500 of you will be in coma in the hospital. Who go remain for training? He said 1,000, I will make sure that 1,000 of you die. Then 1,000 of you will run away. The strongest one will just be 500 of you, but they will be in coma. I looked at my guy, I said, I'll be among the 1,000 that will run away. Because there's no way I'll be in coma and there's no way I'll die here. I will run away. Because of that word, we passed the night in the parade ground because they've not shared company and platoon. About 36 people ran away that night. They flew the fence, ran away. The next morning, we took parade state, 36 people were absent, they ran away. Just because of that threat. And one thing about army is they'll threaten the hell out of you. They'll make you, they'll mold you, take away the fear from you, and turn you into a machine. So if you can't withstand that threat, why are you there? So started doing documentation, shared companies, shared platoons and everything. My guy Striker was in Charlie company, I was in the Echo company. That was when I met. At first, we were like state by state. Then later on, they now shared everybody. It's now company by company, platoon by platoon. That was when training started. Our immediate seniors were demonic. Like instructors gave them order that once they shared companies and were now in the hostel, they should kill us. They said, see, it was like once your junior gets to the hostel, kill them. As if they give them order to unalive us for like just buy them. Funny things. You will be in the hostel, your senior. Like, there was this guy in my barrack. We call him Mosquito. His real name is Ebuka. Ebuka was like, in the barrack we have sets of your peers. Ebuka was my immediate junior in the barrack. But I don't know how managed he wrote WAEC before me. He went to depot before me. So I was in the same company with Ebuka. Small Ebuka. But I was shining his boots. Washing his camel. Oh God. See, that was when I understood that the discipline in the military is top notch. It's not about you're taller than this person or older than this person. Now who come first? I was addressing Ebuka as Ogasa. Ebuka, Mosquito. True, he was a mosquito because he was a problem. He doesn't sleep in the hostel. I don't even know where he sleeps. He was a problem. Ebuka that carried his cosmates, camel and everything to sell. He went to sell it in Mami market. I was looking at Ebuka like, he said, let me come here, he will knock me. I said, Jesus Christ, Ebuka. Like in my mind, because then we never get mind. Because we've just been there for like a month or two. Your senior will go to toilets, you'll be the one to flush it for him, for no reason. Your senior will go to toilet. Like they were abusing the power. I said a particular guy in my hostel, every single day. How I wish Arab is still on, what was it called? Instagram. Because he noticed everything. Though he was in Charlie company, but he was coming to my company as my guy. Every night, this guy will flog me. 13 strokes. Like I will hang for no reason. He just don't like me. He will flog me 13. Once I make any noise like or I, he will start afresh. He was dealing with me like, for 1 full month, he was flogging me every single day. 13. Not with cane, not with fan belts, with 2x2. 2x2. I will hang, and if you drop, he will start afresh. If I want to go, with the whole depot and training thing, this video will probably be close to 30 minutes or 40 minutes or an hour or more. That's if I want to break down everything. It was crazy. Then after like 3 months, we too don't enter our body. That thing they ate, we've eaten it too. You'll see junior and senior, they exchange blow. It became a problem that if seniors wear camouflage, juniors will wear orgy green. If seniors wear orgy green, juniors will wear company vest to differentiate 71 intake and 72 intake. 71, they dealt with us to the point that people were running every day. 71, let me say for instance, your senior from Charlie company will come to Echo company and collect stuff from the juniors of Echo company when the seniors were not around. Then the Echo company seniors will go and revenge and collect. It was becoming a problem. They had to say, okay, 71 need to pass out. They need to rush, so they will just leave depot. So when they left depot was when the whole training was madness. It was madness. 71, Army will never make that mistake again of allowing 2 sets to meet themselves in training, doing training. The kind of thing that we've been living in the same hostel for like 2-3 months now. The thing I've known them. The uniform you're wearing, I'm also wearing that uniform. So, I'm older than you, or we're age mates, or we'll fight it out. To an extent, it was because I was not even supposed to make this video. I was supposed to talk about something different, but it is what it is. 17 minutes. Okay, I need to make a different video about it. But training was fun when you're done with it. But doing training, you will question yourself, why did you buy this army form? It's a whole different world, different people. Imagine an instructor taking, no, let me not even go there.